Influential Africans in diaspora. Today I'm in a small town called Redwater. This whole complex you see here is owned by an African from Zimbabwe. When I talk of influential Africans in diaspora, I'm talking about people who are putting the African name on the map. People who are flying the African flag in a foreign land like Canada, USA, Germany, UK, Australia, New Zealand. This complex consists of a gas station, Tim Hortons, and a convenience store. Who is the owner of this property? Hello, Mr. Choga.
Hello, how are you doing, Chris?
I'm fine. How are you?
Great. How are you doing?
I'm so good.
We meet once more.
I know.
Thank you for coming.
Oh, no problem. Oh, yeah. I always want to be here. There's only one thing that pushed me to come to Redwater.
Yes.
This place, the setup and all the stuff. I feel like I'm back home in Africa. So, how are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Tell me one thing.
Yeah.
I always want to go straight to the point.
Yes.
What inspired you to have this business here in Redwater and not in Edmonton, big cities?
Well, this is a very interesting question. So, if you go back to the way we live, I'm from Africa. I was inspired by my uncles. My uncles had a similar business, real estate and all that kind of stuff. But the greatest strength I got it from my father. My father was a farmer. Everything he did, he had a team. The team at the farm is your family, which is your wife and children. Everything that we did, what he did, he would consult us.
Wow.
He would say your opinion matters. Same thing with what I did on this project. I had this vision of building a multi-million-dollar mall. I kept on talking about it, and I kept on talking about this vision until I started selling it to my family members, mainly my wife and my children. In my family, we have these family meetings where we discuss how the vision is going to be. Of course, in this situation, I'm the CEO, and I've got my operations manager, which is my wife, who runs all these complexes. My wife's background is a teacher, and she went in social work. And I said, guess what? Now we're a project manager. We're going to build this project. Thanks to her, and she runs this operations.
Wow.
So the ability to build a strong team. A team does not mean a great professionals or anything like that.
Yeah.
It means even your family members. There are a lot of people who couldn't even sell the idea to his own wife, and they could not take off.
That's right.
So my wife, my family, they inspired me, and everybody is involved in the project. Everybody brings something on the table. You find when I do my presentations or my focus analysis at home, my youngest daughter is the one pressing the video for the next slide as I present.
Wow.
I present them, I sell them like I'm selling to CEOs of other companies. That's how the business is shaped up.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. So, back to my question. We've got big cities like Calgary, Edmonton, but you chose to be in this small city of Redwater.
This is a community. When you start thinking about this community, as you can see, there are families coming here. There's things that I believe in. I grew up in a smaller city back home. There are things that were always for the big cities. I always wanted to develop something for the smaller city, for the smaller community, where the community really appreciates. Can you imagine kids driving all the way like an hour and a half to go and pick up some timbits? Can you imagine daddy driving all the way to go and buy a cup of coffee? So when you bring those resources to people, people tend to appreciate that more. And you get involved in the communities we are living in, and we develop together those communities we are living in. And there's more things to learn. There's a lot of knowledge I got from the community here. There's a lot of knowledge I got from the farmers across here. And that team, when we opened, is just a family, but it's a team that works together.
Wow.
So smaller cities, if you see my projections, you generate more income on a smaller city than a big city.
Wow.
Because of competition.
Oh,
It's
yeah?
a town of its own. It has its own mayor. It's under Sturgeon County. Its own mayor. It's with the hospital, RCMP. All the facilities are here.
Wow.
They have it right in here.
Wow.
Right. So the ability as a developer to envision what's going to happen in the next 10 years, to envision what's going to happen in the next 15 years. This is generational wealth. Generational wealth is not about me. It's about legacy. It's about my children's children's children. All I always say to my kids is that my children is when I'm gone, I want each one of you to hang a picture on the wall in your living room to say that is the guy who had the vision.
Exactly.
Look at big companies like Hilton Hotels.
Yeah.
Same concept. It's not trying to be rich in a day. It's trying to envision the next 40 years. The contract I have, the lease I have with Tim Hortons extends as far as 30 years.
Wow.
You can see the vision. It
Exactly.
is the vision that drove us here.
Wow.
Yes.
And I've seen so many people here, and I've managed to speak to some of them.
Yeah.
Most of them are not the residents of Redwater.
Yeah.
They are people who are passing,
Yeah.
but they always come here to have their breakfast, to have their tea, their coffee, and all the stuff. What brings you here?
Tim Hortons.
Tim Hortons. And on the other side of the plot, I've seen some trucks parking and some caravans. What's the plan there?
So what happens is service. At the end of the day, we are selling service. It is the customer experience which is most important. How do people feel when they come to you? Your ability, that's where my wife's specialty is. Many people often ask, like in the convenience store with one worker, every one time, self-supervised. How do you empower? How do you get him motivated enough that he doesn't sit? He keeps on doing some stuff,
Yeah.
even if you are there or not.
Wow.
It is your ability to train your staff
Exactly.
to work for the bigger picture, the vision I've been talking about. So the future for this place, we are planning about 86,000 square foot leasable space.
Wow.
There are some more buildings coming on the other side. Recently, I was thinking of putting a car wash where the trucks are. I was thinking of this vision. One time we went to the southern states, in the states there in the Texas. They have these trucks. There is a service they give to the heavy trucks, the heavy duty trucks. They bring these air conditioning or heating facilities. So think about a parking spot for the big trucks. If they park by the roadside, they are running their engine. They're losing more money.
That's right.
If they come and park at my spot and bring this warm through the window and just run through the rooftops I showed you there, then we're gonna start pushing heat in the curb and they shut off the engine.
Wow.
So you're
Wow.
gonna, once you provide a service, first you must see need for a service. We provide a service, people are willing to pay any money for anything that's good.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Most of the time I want to inspire. Of my two uncles, the one who introduced me to real estate, his name was Choga, is late now. He always used to say, the moment you're drinking a brick. a brick of a house is gone. A brick of
Wow.
a house is gone.
Wow.
That was his inspiration.
Okay.
My other uncle, who is named, his name is Solomon. I'm named after him. When I came back, the first time I went back home from overseas, from Canada, he says to me, "What did you learn that you can come and teach us back home?"
Wow.
You know, his background is teaching, and he was a lecturer in a lot of universities and a lot of colleges. So that inspired me. Okay, you went out there. What is it that you are bringing back? So I want to bring this whole concept back home.
Wow.
I want to bring this whole concept. So in my vision, I'm envisioning the gas stations of going to South Africa with a combination of this, how that look like. And I start envisioning a place like Semlet's village in Harare. How can you make it a roadside development like that?
Wow.
You provide service to the people. People are willing to pay. That's the vision I have, yeah.
Wow. Wow.
But
wow.
all the same, like I said, I'm still selling the idea to my family,
Yes.
and the team members have to be geared to want it as well. So
Wow.
every day we sell, every day.
You know, I'm so inspired to see a business like this owned by my own fellow African.
Thank you, James. It is more inspiring that people want to come and say, how do we work together?
Yeah.
It all goes back to the team. So this vision was more with the family oriented, and my wife is being an operations manager for this complex. I still have another manufacturing company whereby I'm in partnership with a friend. And again, the vision there is the friend is going to be running on the ground, running the business on the ground. So the ability to put a strong team is what is most important.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Do you want to share a little bit about the business you are talking about, or it's for another day?
Well, basically, this is a manufacturing facility where we're manufacturing PPE. The
Okay.
vision still stays in putting money in our real estate for generational wealth, but we want to generate the cash flow. So we bring in little projects that helps that. Maybe we can go to that facility and have a look on another day. We're gonna be seeing what's coming up. This is the facility which was initiated by the pandemic to get N95 masks going, and even after pandemic, these are needed, and we have managed to secure a bit of some contracts in that vision.
Guys, I'm so inspired by Mr. Solomon Choga. If you are an African and you are based in America, you are based in Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Germany, wherever you are, don't hesitate. Do your thing, man. Everything is possible. Mr. Choga, thank you so much for having me today. And do you have anything that you need to say to the young entrepreneurs out there?
Believe in yourself. Don't let anything doubt your vision. Some of us grew up in the Mavradona Mountains. That's where we went to school. You could not imagine those days I would be here. So it is very inspiring, and also I thank Chris for his media outlets here. Let's support him. Let's bring some more ideas. Anyone want to reach me will call Chris, and I want to network with people. I want to have a group, work together. I believe you never make money alone. You
That's
need a
right.
team. Thank you, Chris.
Mr. Choga, thank you so much.
Great.